back to the show. It's hard to believe, but it's been 40 years since Back to the Future arrived in the theaters. The film, directed by Robert Zemeckis and executive produced by Steven Spielberg, starred a young Michael J. Fox who travels back in time to 1955. It was a massive success, earning nearly $400 million in 1985 worldwide and made Fox a movie star. In 1991, Fox was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and after forming the Michael J. Fox Foundation, has become a tireless advocate for those living with Parkinson's today. He has written a new memoir, Future Boy, about his Back to the Future years, and we recently sat down together here at the Ed Sullivan Theater. Michael, thanks so much for talking to me today.
My pleasure to be here.
It's been 40 years since Back to the Future came out and changed forever how we feel about DeLoreans. When I look at a DeLorean, I rarely think about cocaine deals anymore. I mostly think about your movie. When you look back to starting that film, did you have any idea of the cultural impact it was going to make?
No concept at all. I was just going with the physical impact it would have on my body, and I do two things at once. I didn't have time because they shot for 6 weeks with another actor. So I came on and just hit the ground running and just wanted to survive it, and so I had no concept of it being a big movie or.
You hit on a couple of things there that I want to get into. They're all in the new book, Future Boy, a journey through the space-time continuum, your experience with Back to the Future. What people might not know that you mentioned there, you alluded to just there, is that you had a very challenging schedule, which we'll get to, but you also replaced a great actor, Eric Stoltz, who had already shot 5 or 6 weeks on the film. When you showed up, and you're with a cast that has already been working with another actor, yeah. Were you intimidated to show up to the set when they already were used to another Marty McFly?
Well, Leah Kopp says in the book that she was none too impressed that the sitcom showed up to.
This is the time we have to remind people again when TV people didn't do movies and movie people didn't do TV. You show up on the set, like, what's the vibe?
They couldn't believe that they had to do it again. They shoot these scenes again. They had to shoot their coverage again.
Did they insert you into existing scenes, or did they shoot from scratch?
They shot the existing coverage. They shot with Eric, and then I just came in and plopped in there, and so all their reaction shots existed, but they were acting to another guy. So it's not fair as an actor. It's not that's not an ideal situation. But it's tough for me because doing film. I was used to sitcoms, so I was used to I'm a shtick guy. I came up with jokes, I came up with stuff, and I did stuff with Bob. The shots are so intricate that you're locked into these shots. You can't do a little dance. You just think it's funny. You gotta stay in the shot, and it was amazing that I survived it.
Well, barely, because it's an incredibly punishing schedule. You were playing Alex P. Keaton by day on Family Ties, a full day of shooting on one soundstage, and then Back to the Future at night. Literally, it was just like a car idling outside the Family Ties studio for you to dive into and get to the other set?
Yeah, Teamsters waiting. Teamsters on the ready. The Teamsters would come pick me up, get me, as we got along, throw me in the shower, get me a cup of coffee.
The Teamster would literally come in and wake you up and put you in the shower?
Turn on the shower, and I would get in the shower, he'd go make coffee. And he'd have me the coffee in the shower, I'd finish, get dressed, in the car, go to the studio, do my bit, and then I'd get in the car, Teamster waiting, get a milkshake or something, go along the Cahuenga Pass from Paramount to Universal, straight shot down the Cahuenga Pass. And I pull in, and then I get to work. And I changed into Marty, and on the trip there, I kind of Marty-ized myself. Marty was kind of a goofy kid, and just had a lot of. Alex was very intense, very personality and driven character. So there wasn't a transition to make. There was a kind of an adjustment to make.
When did you sleep? How much sleep were you getting?
Well, but we're gonna think that I was getting 4 hours, 3 hours, and it was
For how long?
For 3 months.
That's how they break people at Gitmo, you realize.
Yeah, well, I was 23 years old and I was too stupid to know any better.
Was it legal? Were you having to sign waivers? Because how could unions allow this to happen to you?
Well, simpler time. Simple time.
I understand one of your personal favorite scenes was when Marty performs Johnny Be Good, which is a fantastic scene in the movie. Did you actually learn to play that for the movie?
Well, I played in bands in high school, and I've always been a rock and roll guy, and that's what I wanted to do.
Do you remember the names of any of the bands you were in?
Yeah, the big band was Halex, called Halex.
Halex?
So we were playing ping pong. We're trying to think of a name. We're playing ping pong. Halex, TriStar ping pong balls.
Oh, wow.
But when we did the movie, they had already pre-recorded the tracks. They'd already recorded the guitar tracks and the vocal tracks. It was fine with me because I couldn't sing, so I didn't mind that. But I wanted to. I knew I could play the bit, and I play the riff. So I said, "Shoot my hands." Dean Ken did that. I said, "Shoot my hands." If you don't shoot my hands, it's a waste of time and it looks stupid. Shoot my hands, people might buy it for a second, and they did. So it worked out okay.
All right, guys, listen to the blues riff and B. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay?
Did you do any of your other stunts?
I did a lot of skateboarding. I did a lot of. I would just throw myself at things. I say in the book, I said my body was not a temple. It was there to be ravaged and ransacked and pillaged. I was ready to exploit my energy and youth, whatever degree I had to get things done. So I just throw myself in there, so slide over a car. I'll say, "How did you know how to do that?" I said, "I don't know." Did it.
You had to do it.
I had to do it.
We'll be right back with some more Michael J. Fox, everybody. Stick around.